Hello and welcome everyone. Today we'll see class 10's The Ball poem from the book The First Flight. Before we begin the poem, just a little backdrop of this poem. The poem talks about all the materialistic possession that we have at our dispense. At the same time, it also highlights the various learnings of human beings, the learning of how to cope up with loss of a thing or of a person, loss of something near and dear. Let's see how does the poem go about. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? Now here the poet, he begins with asking a question. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? Actually, that's not a question. He is making a statement that the boy stands still, and what may be going through this boy as he has lost his ball that he was playing with. Further, the poet says, I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over there it is in the water. Poet says, I have noticed that ball going down, bouncing and going down in the water. There is a water body, maybe a pond, maybe a lake, maybe a river. The ball goes down there and it is lost. Further, the poet says, no use to say, oh, there are other balls. Definitely, it is just a ball, which is not a big deal. There are many balls available. Just have some money in the pocket, go and purchase it. It's not a big deal, he says. Poet says, I will not give any rocket science. I will not teach you any rocket science by telling that balls are available in market. We all know balls are available in the market. Then he says, an ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid. But this loss has been very, very big for this boy. He was in ultimate grief. He was in ultimate shaking grief. As he stands rigid, he stands very rigid, as if a statue. He doesn't move from there because he was total in shock. He was in a shock, trembling, staring down, and kept on looking where the ball has gone. The boy kept on looking as if he has lost something so costly, something so dear. He kept on looking there where the ball has gone. All his young days into the harbor where his ball went. This is the reason. The poet tells the reason in the next line, that perhaps the boy has been playing with this ball since his childhood. He remembers all those days when as a young child he has played with this boy, and now he is little grown up. Near the harbor, this boy had been playing with this ball for so many years. I would not intrude on him. Poet says, I am not going to tell him anything. I am not going to disturb. I am not going to intervene here. I can easily go there and tell him a dime, maybe just some rupees more, maybe some little amount of money more, and another ball. But that ball is worthless. If he goes there, purchases a new ball, that ball would be worthless. Worthless means will be of no value to him. Why? Now he senses first responsibility. The ball would be worthless because the ball would not be associated with his memories, the new ball. There would not be feelings associated with that ball. The old ball had the feelings. There were memories associated with the old ball. There were emotions associated with that old ball. Similarly, we too have memories and associations with something very near and dear. We have memories with people, we have memories with things. And when such a thing is lost, it's a big loss. That's not monetary value, that's emotional value that the poet is talking about. Now poet says, now he senses first responsibility. The boy senses first responsibility that he should have taken care of the ball. It was his responsibility. So first time he senses the responsibility. He learns that the trait of responsibility is important. That's the first learning for the boy. In a world of possession, people will take balls. Balls will be always lost always. Little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Poet further says that this world of ours, in this world, we'll keep on buying things. The poet calls this world of possessions, means the materialistic possession that we have at our dispense, all the things that we purchase. The world have become absolutely of consumerism. So we are after things and things and things. We purchase one thing and then new thing, then and again new thing. And there would be the things that we will purchase, they will be lost, they will be broken. People will always purchase, but nobody buys a ball back, but nobody purchases the emotions back. No one purchases the old thing that we have lost. Old thing here means the thing with which our emotions are associated, our memories are associated. We can never go and purchase our memories, we can never go and purchase our emotions. Further, the poet says, money is external. Money, the power of money is external, it cannot give you internal happiness. He is learning, the boy is learning that he can go and purchase a ball, definitely no problem with that. But with the new ball, with that new ball, will he buy any emotion? No. Can he get back all his emotions back that he had with the old ball? No. So money can buy the external happiness, not the internal. Well behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss, how to stand up. The boy is learning the science of loss, the meaning of loss, the knowledge of loss. What is loss and how to cope up, how to stand up the loss. The life never ends. The world goes on. We have to, there will be things we will lose, there will be people we will lose, but the life is all it is about. It goes on. And that's what the boy has to learn. That now he has lost the ball, but he has to go on and on and on. He cannot stop. That's what he is learning. So earlier he has learned the responsibility. Now he has to, then he learned that money can give you external happiness. Now he is learning the knowledge, the science of loss. How to stand up loss, how to cope up with loss, and how to live back normally. How to come out of that grief. How to stand back out of that grief. Knowing what every man must one day know, and most know man many days, how to stand up. The boy is learning that each one of us should know. Many people know, many are learning, many will know that we have to stand up loss. We have to learn the art, the science, the knowledge of loss, and we have to learn how to stand back on our feet once again. How to live life normally. How to adjust after the loss. That is all about life. And life teaches us this constantly and continuously. So here this poem talks about the learnings. The learning is responsibility. The learning about that money can give you external happiness. The world is full of possession. This is a materialistic world. Then the learning of standing up with the loss. How to cope up with the loss. That's what the poem is all about. I hope you understood the poem. See you again back with new poem, new chapter in the next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.